James, do you want to warn people that we're doing a bit of filming with you? Passion's always been there from the very beginning when we started the company. I think now it's just sort of marrying that up with sort of a professional sort of standard as you're going out and developing more of a public reputation.
Yeah. I think the heart of Wildcard is about providing
a platform and opportunities for ourselves and emerging artists and creatives within the industry. And our passion definitely lies in finding, shining the light on the absurdity of the world we live in, and doing that through giving new artists a voice.
So my interest in theatre really began when I was a kid, because I just loved creating things in my sort of, in my room, in the back garden, sort of, and that's where I think a lot of it developed. I used to go on totally mad imagination adventures sort of thing growing up, and then you sort of discover that actually that's a job. People do that for a living. When you watch films, that is what it is in essence, acting, theatre and film. And so I grew up and then very much resisted the temptation to go off and go to university and study maths or something like that, like a lot of my friends were doing, because I always knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to act.
We found that really interesting as a group to find a kind of the wildcard element in stories, the wildcard element in us, the wildcard element in shows, and so we wanted to make that the ethos of the company, to find that element. And then we started creating. We just kicked off playing around in a room together, messing around, trying to find out what stories we wanted to tell. We then went on to we had weekly meetings, lots of sort of debates about who we were, what we were doing. We've been working together for 3 years, so we had a very shorthand with one another, which was really nice. But we had everything. We had arguments, we had heated debates, we had wonderful conversations. There was tears, there was laughter, there was all sorts on this kind of tumbling towards trying to discover who we were and how to create theatre.
I sometimes have to pinch myself when I'm seeing shows that, blimey, this happened, and that's what's so wonderful about it. It's a playground. This what we're working at and what Wildcard is play, and it's imagination, and it's wonderful. And I think that's what I've given, and I will always give to Wildcard is my endless fascination and love of the imagination.